Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Will Johnson back again with another video. This is Ren's Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers, the prologue to a coming series of things from what I imagine. So I haven't been following or paying attention to what's been going on in the Ren community. I've just been living life. So this is the first thing I've seen since Money Game Part 3. I think, yeah. Okay. Let's check it out.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender. What a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows. But the grass, it stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
Damn. Okay. There's a lot to chew on in that. First of all, I'm a huge fan of like cinema and stuff. My immediate thought, like the first thing I thought of when it was flicking through these different phases of his life, what I'm assuming, this is different ways you can interpret it, but my interpretation of this is, or at least what it reminds me of, is Taxi Driver or Joker. These iconic films where you watch the descent of somebody as he sinks into madness. He starts maybe a little bit normal, just a guy living his life. And then as time goes on, he starts to descend into madness, start to lose themselves into a new identity, a new incarnation. That old one falls away with the walls of sanity. And I really felt like that was reinforced with the part. Let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Let's go back into this. Right here. Listen to that. It's descending. This becomes more unstable. Break. And then it just goes to this mundane sort of thing. You know, like, to me, how I read this, that part here where it just goes back to normal and quiet, is like the internal world cracking for just a regular person. The mundane. The outside world will perceive him as just, you know, another guy. But internally, so that's what I take from that. This is, we're going to watch a descent into madness. And then if we're, here's insanity right here. And then he's full on Joker mode. Travis Bickle by the end of it. Maybe fun, or like a Scarface type character. You know, we're all capable. Like we're one action away, all of us, from ending up in cuffs. One decision, you know. I've been there, having to make those choices. And so these sorts of things are relatable. I think they're relatable to a lot of us as we live life and we're just trying to get by. I'm saying this with no context to the story, but just the fundamental fact that we need things. There's things we need that we don't get. We're unfulfilled, a lot of us, in life. And whatever pressures are on the outside will cause us at some point to crumble internally if we are not fortified with the right tools, compass to navigate those things. The Jeet Kune Do to battle your own emotions. Sonically, this would be a cool genre. This blend of like Broadway slash
stab wound. Her attacker.
When the skies do not rain, it's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town.
Right here. Hear the bass? Right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, what a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows.
Right there.
But the grass, it stays greener in places unknown.
It's cool because, like, I would listen to a genre that is mostly storytelling like this. I'd go see a Broadway show with this kind of music because it's an updated framework. Well, it's the same framework, but the ingredients are updated. It's like these big melodies that are unified with the instrumentation, but then there's elements of like hip hop or electronic music with modern production. That doom, doom, doom. It's more like a yeah. I don't know how to emulate that. Boom, boom, boom. And then you got these samples of the hey, kind of included in there as another layer of texture. There's a lot of texture.
As we all fall down in London town, shaky ground carries me. War rains down, blindingly loud, never surrender.
Right here. You know what I mean? Like it's a very good fusion. It just feels organically fused, these genres or things that we know, familiar pieces brought together in a new kind of package. Maybe there's other like shows like this. I call it a show because this is not just like a song or something. This is an introduction to what feels a lot more like a Netflix production or something. You know, just how cinematic it is.
A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound.
They tie it together with the tales, right?
Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The
Luke.
sunflowers will when
If that guy's real name is not Luke, or the character, I'll be somewhat disappointed.
the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment.
Like, what's cool about this is because we watched Jenny in Screech, and that was very much like very indie. And this feels a lot more cinematic. It's almost like seeing a trailer for like a book that you read years ago, and now it's being adapted for cinema. It's really neat to see the evolution of the delivery method, higher resolution. I don't mean the camera, but I mean how much more latitude there is to fine tune the vision to pack in a lot more meaning, I suppose. It's interesting to see that. Anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point, so I think I will wrap it up. Yeah, the cinephile in me is looking forward to seeing this play out. I guess, music fan in me is interested to consume the like the soundtrack, and I don't really separate them, because to me this is not going to be a song. Like, I have never listened to Jenny and Screech just as a song. I've always watched it as a video, because to me it's like a short film. And this, I'm kind of treating it the same way. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because this is new. I know there's all the hip hop stuff, but this is the Ren content that speaks to me the most, that I find to be like the real, I don't know, the real evidence of his creativity. Because you can be incredibly creative with hip hop, but this is a full sandbox of everything. And I don't know, the stories told here are going to be stuff to let you interpret and marinate with. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. That's today's video, at least for now. Maybe I'll record another one. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to call this a reaction. I don't do reactions. I don't want to. Saturday. Today's Saturday. I'm going to talk to Bree and clean up, go to the gym, and yeah, that's about it. Maybe take some pictures. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. You have a nice day. Peace.